Hello, kings and queens, princes and princesses, and all you superstars of the universe and of our world. Oh my gosh, we did it. Hey, Lillian is here. Emma Fox, hello. Oh, I'm so thrilled you're here, honey. Christina Bone is back. I love it. JV, I hope I'm saying your name right. I love getting your fame video. Oh my gosh, you guys who sent videos from last week, from Monday series number 1, I really saw your breath and support and that beautiful resonance. I was so impressed. Shahrazad, you did that too. I think you're still signing on. Ciao, Barbara. Ah, da Milano. Ciao, carissima. Sei qua subito questa volta. Lynn. Oh, so thrilled you're here. Vanessa, hi, darling. Oh, so I'm just excited for today. We've got so much to do in just an hour, and we're going to do it all. Anybody who's new in town, please be sure to subscribe. I'm going to be doing, this is our second Monday of the Monday series. And I didn't tell you last week, it looks like I'm going to be having 12 Mondays in a row. I'm going to be gone for a little bit of that. And when I'm gone, I'm going to do some pre-recorded material for exercises. So you can come on and do all of our exercises. It'll be really fun. But this will be just until I hit November 15th here in New York City for my big presentation and workshop together at the Triad Theater. I'll have more details on that certainly by October 1st. You'll be able to get tickets and come on down. Okay, we've got Isabel from Spain. Oh my goodness, I'm so thrilled. Rick, hello, good afternoon. Hey, Heart, so thrilled you're here, honey. This is such a cool group as usual. I'm so glad, Isabel, you did my quarantine lessons. You know, today is number 2, our second Monday series. It's only an hour. The quarantine lessons were 3 to 5 hours. They're still on my channel. And last week we did the 3 elements, those really important elements: breath, support, and resonance. And I always say go back, and if you're new seeing this channel, or you're just checking on today, you can go back and look at that for more specific information. And you can go to my quarantine lessons. Lesson number 1, but all 8, I really break down that breath, support, and resonance, which is super important. If you don't have those in line, you can't do all the extra technical stuff. So that's really important. Hey, Sharzad. Yes. I love that you guys are saying hi to each other. Like I said last week, this is a community for us. We're here to support each other, to bring all of us to the next level. And we're doing it. Okay. Good, Isabel. Wonderful. All right. So let's see. I wanted to start by doing a quick review of, like I just said, those 3 important elements, because then we can move on to these high notes. And boy, this will be a lot of fun today. I got a really important message from Zuri. She said I could mention her name. She's been doing some protesting, which I'm so grateful for. The way our world is today, we have to go out and protest for women's rights. And of course, just, our human rights in the world. And so she said, Mary, I've been using your techniques, but something's going on with my voice. I don't have my high notes. And so I had her send me a video and we checked it out. So this is going to be really important as we go through, review these elements, and then go right to the high notes. And Zuri, when you come on, that's going to be so good for you to check out these high notes, because it's going to help you, what I would call in this moment, place your voice so we don't place it in the throat. Sometimes our passion for our causes is so big that we hold on to it. And this happens for us when we're singing too and doing a story. We get so passionate that we hold on to the emotions. Instead, we want to be the vessel for those emotions. Okay, so are we here? Setrakianators unite. Yes, thank you, Emma Fox. Hey, you guys, if you want to join the Setrakianators, it's such a great community and beautiful group. And I jump on from time to time. Go check it out on Facebook and also Instagram. So please join. And again, if you have questions going on, even for today's lesson, you can send me questions on my YouTube channel and or Mary Setrakian YouTube. I have Mary Setrakian International, but I'm more on the Mary Setrakian YouTube, Instagram is what I mean. Okay. Yay. Emma from Canada just said Setrakianators is my fave community. It really is. It's so special for me. I just, everybody there is amazing soul and artist. So it's just a great combination. Okay, here we go. Now, if you're new or if you love taking notes, please make sure you have your paper and pen ready to go. And so we're going to just do a quick review and then go into high notes. Are you guys ready? Tell me you're ready. Woohoo! Yes. There's Shahrazad. Yes, I'm going to have shirts for the super belly buttons for sure. Like hopefully November 15th, we'll have some shirts there so that we can all like enjoy this together. Great, Christy, you're ready. Great, Lillian, you're ready. Barbara is ready. Oh, love you guys. Oh, thank you, Lynn. It's actually a dress altogether. It's very comfy. I had to wear some animal print today because we got to do the work. So we want to get into our bodies and do the work. Okay. If you have your pen and pencil, or if you just want to do review with me, here we go. The first element is the breath. So when I say breath, I mean inhale. Now, is this in the correct direction? Are you reading this, you guys, or is it backwards? Please let me know, because I thought it would be in the right direction. It's in the right direction. It's correct. Oh, good. Yay. Okay, so the breath. Let me see. Where are your lungs? We're going to go through this quickly. Here are our lungs. When we sleep at night, we don't breathe at the top of the lungs, which I call the panic breath. We breathe at the bottom of the lungs. Hey, Meg, come join. You're all set. You know this, so just join in. Here's the bottom of the lungs, and then we've got the diaphragm. What kind of muscle is the diaphragm? I know Emma Puscala knows this so well. Yes, my Setrakianators. It's what is it? Involuntary muscle. Thank you. Yes, it's an involuntary muscle. So what does that mean? We can't tell it what to do. So all we can do is think about the air starting at the bottom of the lungs. As we inhale, think of the air going down because the diaphragm will be dropping down, creating the vacuum so the air can rush in. So all we do is we go here, surrender the tummy, and there's our inhale. Excellent. Next, support. If you needed more time with that, you are welcome to go to the channel and just go for a review. We're doing this really quickly. So we've got our lungs, we've got the diaphragm. They need to do their work. We don't want to support up here, like I'm on the 16th floor in New York City in my apartment. We don't put the support up here or the building would topple down. We've got the diaphragm. It's involuntary, so we don't want to hold or support the diaphragm. We're going to go under that. I call it belly button, super belly button. So let's do the S together. Easy breath. Belly button scoops in. Good. Try that again. Excellent, Meg. Yes, the belly button that's where the support initiates. And if it feels like it's doing like this, like think maybe like an inch below your belly button, like right about here. Think a little bit lower, just an inch under. You want to make sure that sternum's popping out. And I beg of you, do this every day, guys, when you're in the mirror in the bathroom getting ready for the day. Just take a moment. Do a few S's. And if you got it, you're set up for the day. It's fantastic. Excellent. Super belly button. Now this support, it's for protection. It protects your vocal cords so they don't rub together. It's for your power. This is important for Zuri's question about protesting and yelling. This is where the power initiates from. It's also going to connect you to your vulnerability. So if you're doing this breath and you suddenly feel sensitive or sad or angry or happy or giggly, or maybe you'll just feel calm, I don't know. But just know it could bring up some real vulnerability, which we welcome. We welcome our vulnerability. We need to have it with us. We need to keep it alive. And when we're singing, we want to use that. That's what makes your singing so special, because you're connecting it to you, to the truth of you, not just making a pretty tone. Okay, so now we're going to connect the breath support with your voice. Aha. Resonance equals your voice. So this is really important for Zuri as well. Instead of thinking of the vocal cords as your voice, got these two vocal cords and they vibrate. Yes, they're part of your DNA. They're part of your talent, but we don't put our thought here. I always say there's a quantum theory that says if you focus on a molecule, the state of the molecule changes. We don't want to focus it here. Even me talking about it, I start going like here. And those of you who know people, I don't think you guys do, I hope not, have vocal fry where you put your throat, you're talking in your throat. This is so common, as you know, I say it over and over, but when you talk in your throat is kind of the real deal. It's on television all the time. Some of the reporters do it. It's in a lot of ads. They're like, hi guys, buy my product. So we're going to move that. Thanks, Emma. Emma just said it's something she's noticed in her generation. That's for sure. And I know I told you last week about my student who went off to college. And when she came back from college, she has a fabulous band. Her band member said, your voice has changed. What happened? She went from talking like that to talking like this. So we've changed that. And now she's in great vocal health. She was really tired and just burnt out vocally. Now, fresh, ready to go on tour. Okay. You do it for certain characters you create. Okay, Christina, just remember this is on your palette of colors. And also remember that you've got to have that support connected. It's kind of like glottal stops, which we'll talk about another time. But when we choose certain kinds of stylings, just know it's your choice. And remember, have that support really live. And then when you're done with the character, go back to your beautiful home base. So here we go. We're going to go to, what do I call it? The front passage. Yes. Excellent. So here's our front passage. Okay. So remember, we've got the cartilage all through here. We've got the bones. They surround air pockets. They vibrate. But it's very important to think of the front passage as the picture above the upper lip and in front. What happened to Zuri when she was protesting? When I saw the video, wow, she had such good breath and support. Her support was working great, but she was yelling from here, right from here. And so if you do that for a long time, she said that she lost her high notes. It's been like a month. So I suggested she go to a doctor to just check out. You always want to go to a good voice doctor to check it out if you think you have any issues. But we can switch this up with a technique, though, to make sure that she's okay. So this front passage is what I call the dominant resonator. You know, ladies, we have belting. We can use our chest voice. Men, you have falsetto. That's kind of what we'll work on today with the high notes. And there's vibration going on a lot of different places. But this is what we want to focus in on as the dominant resonator. So let's do this together. Let me just see your question here. Would it be the same as what other teachers call mask? Good question. It really is. It's very much the same. But what happened to me, because I was told that too, I love that question. Mask is really about talking about maybe here in the front of the nose and the forehead. Now, if you have a problem like Zuri of singing down here, or if you have a problem of pulling your voice back here, thinking mask is really great because it really, really gets it forward. And Phyllis Curtin, who I studied with, she used that so much. Now, I had a naturally forward voice. I didn't have these issues. So when my teacher, Joan Heller, gave me this other definition of front passage, suddenly it was a little more possibility of resonance. Rather than just the forward, me, me, mama, moo, me, me, mama, moo. It was suddenly more vibration, more overtones, more merry. So again, mask is not a bad word at all, but I love this little tweak of saying front passage. Make sense? It's kind of cool, right? It was really life-changing for me. It made my voice much more mine and more full, without ever having to open up the back, which some teachers say, which is really kind of horrible. Ronili, good, there you are. Hi, honey, wonderful to see you. So let's see, Meg, you asked, if you get vocal fry after singing for a while, is it because you're singing correctly? Well, I think you just have to understand that you were, for one, you could just be vocally fatigued. when we've been singing, it's like if you're an athlete, if you've been running, or I've been watching the US Open for the tennis, when you're done, you relax. And what you might be doing then, Meg, is letting your support go and everything relaxing. And then it kind of goes here. But if you're just getting that little, just that kind of vocal fatigue, I would just say, just really be on vocal rest. Don't be talking. I have a couple other tricks up my sleeve, which we'll talk about when we're doing the healing exercise, and maybe, kind of cooling off when you're done singing. But for right now, just if you feel that, just be on vocal rest. Just for the rest of the day, be silent, have a nice dinner. Chewing is really good, so have a nice dinner. Have maybe a popsicle, a cool glass of water, something cooling. We're always warming up. When we're done singing, we want to kind of cool down. Okay. Here's a question. How would you recommend focusing on the front passage without going too nasally? Just what we're doing. All I'm saying is go to your cheeks. Not if you're going nasal, we're going to think about nee. No. Just think cheeks. Just think of cheeks. You're fine. Don't worry. You don't have this problem, Megan. You don't have, you're a different Meg. So Megan, I'm not sure if you have an issue, but just think cheeks, just think here, and you're fine. We'll do the exercises now, in fact. Okay, perfect. Yeah, Meg, one of my students just told me, Mary, everyone's always telling me to warm up. So even after I'm done singing, I'm thinking of keeping everything warm. No. You warm up, you sing, and then you cool down. So have something cool to drink. Like I said, eat, be silent, really change your brain, because otherwise your brain is going to be constantly thinking it's singing, and that's going to be exhausting. Our nervous system is very different from our mind. Our nervous system thinks, oh God, Meg has to keep practicing. So we've got to tell the nervous system, all done with singing today, now I'm going to cool down. I will tell the story. This was very big for me when I was doing Fanny Brice at CPM in Charlotte, North Carolina. It was probably my favorite role of Funny Girl. And what happened is I was belting. I would warm up, by the way. I'd warm up my whole voice, both soprano and belting. And then I'd do the show, be great. And when I was done with the show, I had all this heat. And I couldn't even go to sleep. There was just so much heat. And one night I just got out of bed. I went to the freezer, I got some ice, and I put it here. And the heat dissipated, and I was clear as a bell. So I've never heard anybody suggest that. So do it with caution, because I'm not a doctor. I don't know what a doctor would say. But what I have to say is this ice just dissipated the heat. I think of it like an athlete, like a pitcher. After they're done pitching, they ice their arm. After a dancer, I've heard of some dancers that after they do, a huge show, they go into a bathtub of ice. So I think it's only after, of course, but it's a great way to cool down. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Lynn. I tell you, Fanny Brice it was just such a great company, and just one of the best experiences I've ever had. Broadway is amazing. I've been on Broadway, I've done tours, but sometimes regional theater, it can be the best experiences you have. So this is great, Manuela. We're getting to it now. She said, sometimes when I sing high, I feel like I'm screaming. So there's a reason. Let's do it now. Okay. So let's warm up our breath support to our cheeks, to our voice, our resonance. And this will help you not doing that mask too forward. You're just going to do the S, me, and do this with your hands. Me, me, ma. And notice my belly button's bouncing. Me, me, ma. Say that with me. Now this is your voice. You're putting the words. We're just doing me, me, ma, but you're putting it right here. Me, me, ma. Now say me, me, ma. Me, me, ma. Okay, Meg, wonderful, honey. Yeah, you'll watch it later. So I'm so happy you turned on and came by, and now you'll see it later. That's perfect. I'm glad we answered that question too. I think that's really going to help. Coming from ballet, that sounds crazy, life-changing. Of course, you're always dancing. Bathtub thing is real, though. Yeah. Okay. I have to tell you this really quick question. I work with a guy, this is quick story. I work with a fascia guy, and he's been teaching me a lot about the nervous system. He had a pianist who came to him who had to go to, it was the last stop before back surgery. She had so much back pain. And what he gleaned was her nervous system was always playing the piano, even when she was sleeping. She never turned it off. So she had this pain because it's okay to be playing the piano, but you have to do the other as well. So what did he do? He taught her how to slouch. So she had to actually, most of us are always slouching. We have to learn to kind of stand up and stand up and, be open. And so it's the same thing with us. We have to warm up and then we have to cool down. Isn't that a crazy? And she never had back surgery. He cured her by teaching her how to slouch, basically teaching her nervous system not to be playing the piano even when she was sleeping, because it was always in that energy. So amazing. Oh, why are you scared, Emma? What's going on? Is there something with your voice that Emma Fox that you can't sing right now? Just let me know. Okay, so now we're going to add pitch to this is just around our speaking voice. And Rick and JV, you guys are men. You guys are just an octave lower. Oh, so Emma, you said it's the anxiety. Totally get it. You are just come on, you're just to do it. We just get up and we do it. Use the anxiety. Give the anxiety right now to your support. Me. And just think of your speakers in your cheeks. And by the way, if you don't do it right a few times, you just need a higher percentage. You don't have to be perfect. Some people say, oh, if I'm not perfect, I'll hurt my voice. If you're, really going for the right information, which is you've got it. And look, Christy has got your back. Christina Bone's got your back. We want to use the anxiety. We don't want to put it aside because then it just keeps us frozen. So give it a try. If you start crying, awesome. We have tissues. So just speak through it. Speak through that anxiety. We'll use it. I love it. And you can keep taking notes too. But just really give the anxiety here. This is your power. So you need that energy. Anxiety is energy. How cool is that? Okay. You have a deep voice. Okay, Rick. So you and JV both have a deep voice. Make this your instrument. Don't get seduced into the lower part of your instrument. Think I got to be low. Put it right around your cheeks. Okay. Here we go. Me, ma, ma. Try that. And me, ma, ma. Me, ma, ma. Me, ma, ma. Excellent. Me, ma, ma. Now you're going to try a tongue trill and a lip trill. Do this. Maybe you can't do a tongue trill. A lot of Americans have trouble with that, but if it's easy for you, give it a try. Again, S, same breath, and do a tongue trill. Good. Now let's try a lip trill. That was too hard. No problem. You can push up your cheeks here. S, lip trill. Same breath. This belly button moving in leads the lips. If you're having trouble moving your lips, just push up your cheeks. Now, if you can do one but not the other, if you can do the tongue trill but not the other, do the tongue trill. If you can do only the lip trill, not the tongue trill, do the lip trill. If you can do both, just do the lip trill. Is everybody set? Is anybody having trouble doing one or the other? All set. Good. So now we're going to go to the high notes. You ready? We've already warmed up our support. We've already got our voice, our speaking voice. We're around the cheeks. We're around the mouth. Don't worry it too much right now at all. Mimema, say it up here. Mimema. Now, if Zuri was here, I would say, not here, here, zizeza. Put the words right there. Mimema. 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 Belly button. Mimema. Okay? Good. So now we're going to go up the scale. Whoa. How do we go up the scale? there's something in my technique that I call floors. Okay? Let's check out the floors. So here's your front passage resonators. This is the front passage somewhere in here. Now, as we climb the scale, we're going to climb the floors of your front passage. So if we do the lip trill, we go straight up and straight back down. It's kind of like the frets on a guitar, going higher and higher and higher, or like a violin that goes up the neck of the violin, up the neck of the guitar. Now, a couple things. When we go higher and higher, we need more support. So let's do this with our hands. It's kind of like, it's a signal for traveling if you play basketball. It's just doing this. Try the S. Now do the lip trill or tongue trill. Breath. Do that again. When we go higher, it's going to zip faster. Do an S. Again. Excellent. Now, there's one more thing to add. You're looking, mi me ma. Okay. I'm looking at you, Rick. I don't know. Okay, so now we're going to do some physics as we go. We're going to learn this so you understand. So as we go up the scale, once again, as the notes go higher, my throat gets tighter. Okay. Well, this is interesting, Bea. We have to tweak that, but there's something interesting going on. We want to make sure that you're thinking about your voice here. Now, as we climb the scale higher and higher, something in the physics happens. The vocal cords, when we sing higher, the vocal cords actually get longer and skinnier, and they vibrate quicker. So you're feeling this quicker vibration, Bea. I know that, I used to say to my teacher, oh God, I can feel my throat. She's like, well, you do have vocal cords in your throat. Let's not panic yet. Maybe it's not a problem. So there's also one more thing that I'm going to test you on. Remember when we had our front passage? So it's bones and cartilage like this plastic bottle, and they surround air pockets and they vibrate. You can hear that, right? Okay, now that's our front passage. What will happen if we make less space? I brought some water. I'm pouring the water into the bottle. So now, as the more water I pour in, there's less space in the bottle, right? Now there's less space. So when I blow into the bottle, that was our first note. Will the note be higher or lower? You tell me. I'll wait for your answers. Bah. Now I poured water in. Now we have less space in the bottle. Will the note be higher or lower? Bea, excellent. Higher. Ronila, you know. Emma knows, JV knows. Excellent. Let me blow in. Let's prove it. Ba. Ba. Oh. It went up a whole step. Da. Now, I'm going to drink the water. Once again, we're making more space. Now I'm drinking the water and we're going back to the beginning. I'm making more space. You take a water break too. Be sure to drink some water. So we had da. Now I blow into the bottle. It's more space. Will it be higher or lower? You all are brilliant. You all said higher. I guess we know this will be lower now, right? Let's try it. Ba. So it's ba, ba. That was a half step. Oh my goodness. So there's the physics. Now we want to use those physics as a singer. So let's figure out how we do this. I'm sorry, I'm getting spam and I got to get rid of it. Okay. So let's do this now. Okay. Sorry, guys. I just don't know how to get rid of spam. Okay. So now what do we do? I think you guys know who've studied with me before. It's called pyramid. As we go up the floors of the front passage, we're thinking straight up. We're also going to think of it going in the shape of a pyramid. So it gets bigger as you go back down and smaller as you go back up. Let's try it together. Now you need extra energy of support. So you can also bend your knees. Belly button down is support. And this needs to be loosey-goosey. We're not holding this. Belly button, S. As if you're doing another S, but do the lip trill or the tongue trill if you prefer. Good. You can also try one where you go all the way over. Do an S. Breath. Now, Bea, what's so interesting to me is that you said, oh, my throat gets tighter as I go higher. Well, that is the physics, meaning when you go higher, it is getting tighter. Now, obviously, I don't want you singing in your throat. So if that's happening, we got to adjust that. And you're welcome to send me a video, direct message me on Instagram, and I'm happy to take a look. But what we want to think of is our voice here, lots of energy of support, and just let it resonate going straight up into this pyramid shape. But what's interesting is when you're getting higher, you're really, you really are doing the physics of the, you really are doing the physics. This is so good. Okay, just trying to clear this up. All right, so now we're going to go further and put this in a real exercise. Let's see how you're doing. I always felt like doing the trill, I reach higher notes than when I actually sing. I love this, Ronili. And what we need to understand is if you can do it on a lip trill, you can actually sing it. And Riley just joined us, and we had so much fun on Instagram. She put little sections of her voice lessons with me because we were doing private voice lessons on Zoom, and so you can go check it out. But she did a high G, and if she can lip trill a high G, she can sing a high G, and I think she proved it too. Well, at least we did a high F. I know that. I don't even think we tried to do a high G, but it's really wonderful to understand that what I love about this lip trill exercise, and I talk about this in my book. I call it an exercise with training wheels on, because you can't really hurt your throat if you're practicing. You're not gonna, even if you feel it bad in your throat with a lip trill, you're not gonna damage your cords. And we can find out what the issue is. If it's not ringing freely, there's some kind of tension going on. So it gives us a lot of information. That's why I love the lip trill so much. Yeah, congrats to Riley. That's so cute, Christy. She was rocking it. Okay, Bea, I guess I tend to panic when it starts to feel tighter. Understandable. But now it's physics. You're doing it right. So panic is the word today. Okay. All of us have anxiety to a certain level. Some may be on a higher rate in the scale. And you're just going to use it for the good. You're going to use it for your energy. Where's the energy? Support in your legs. Just keep getting in your legs. Keep releasing this part. And the anxiety is going to turn to some other emotion. It might be tears. It might be sobbing. That's great. Get it out. Get it out. It might be tingly in your arms. I've had so many students have different reactions. But you want to just go through it, not around it. That's what I love about this exercise too. We've got to go through it. We're not going for the high note. We're going through it. And the belly button's leading it. I just watch videos on YouTube, and the main thing I got is not supposed to feel tight at all. Okay, but they're not doing this technique. You have to understand, you're special. You've got another issue going on. That is not a bad thing to say at all, because we don't want tension in the throat. It's true. But when we sing high notes, the vocal cords literally, physically, it's physics, get longer and skinnier, and they vibrate quicker. And literally the space becomes smaller. So we have to now, understanding that physics, be sure to have more energy of support, woo, and to use our brain to understand the smaller space. What I usually see is people think high notes, I better go bigger for a high note, because they want to do a big, beautiful high note. It's not their fault. So just understand, that's a good cookie cutter thing to say your throat always needs to be relaxed. Well, okay, but there is stuff going on, and let's try to forget about the throat, kind of like forget about the diaphragm, let them do their work. And now we're going to focus in on the space being tight and going up the floors and more support. And if you focus on that, I guarantee you're not going to feel any kind of tension in your throat. I swear to God. Okay, makes sense, honey? Ah, this is great, Bea. It doesn't really hurt. It just feels different. I swear to God, I would say this to Joan Heller. She was my favorite voice teacher that put all of this really together. I worked with fabulous teachers, but she put it together. And I remember saying the same thing to her that you're saying to me today. I said, oh, well, I kind of feel my throat. And she goes, Mary, you have vocal cords in your throat. They're doing something. So let's not panic. Let's use the tools to support and vibrate these notes in their physics. And that's why the notes will be easy. We're not just trying to blat big high notes. And that's why, I forget who said it, said, I always feel like I'm screaming. That's because you're trying to get high notes in too big of a space. So it's like yelling that it's blatting. I would use the word blatting. Lip trills are perfect for high notes. Isn't it great, Emma? I love that. Riley High G, right? You're scared of hitting the high notes. Like, what if I hit them? Can I do that again? Yeah, Christina. You know what my teacher, Joan Heller, also said to me? She's told me so many things. She said, Mary, to sing high notes, you have to sing high notes. Now, I would tweak that to say you have to sing high notes with the right technical information. But now we have the right technical information, and then you just have to jump in and do it. You know, you just have to keep trying. And when you're doing the lip trills, you're not going to hurt your voice. I swear. You're going to get the idea of what it is. It's kind of like I used to go to girls' camp, and I remember being on the trampoline, and I was trying to do, backflips, which are so freaking scary. And they give you ropes, and they spot you. And then the day that you have to do it without the spotter or without the ropes, I mean, they're still spotting you. So if you do it wrong, you don't land on your head. But it's scary. So fear, come along. We're not going to say fear, go away. We're going to say fear, come along. That's from my dear friend, Marty Moran. He was on Broadway, and he told me that he was going in to sing for Stephen Sondheim. I met up with him in a diner one day, and he goes, Mary, I was scared to death. It was for a show called Saturday Night, I believe. And he said, I was so scared. And he goes, you know what I did? I said, fear, come along. And he got the part. So I share that wisdom with you guys, because we have to use it, not try to say, I have anxiety, so I can't. No, we're going to say, come on, anxiety, let's go. And I tell you, Riley has been so great with all this, because she had all this surgery in her tummy area. This support literally healed the cuts. I mean, she said, Mary, this has healed me. So it's physical and emotional. It's pretty cool. Okay. My mental issue with high notes, this is Shahrazad, is that I do want to sing, but at the same time, I don't want to be heard. Also, what Christina says rings true for me. I have the exact same issue, says Emma. Okay, so let's go to the truth of this. And this is on my revolutionary send on the emotional side. One of the elements is called the need. And Oprah Winfrey says that everybody in the universe has this need, but I know I do, and I can imagine you guys do. We actually have a need to be heard. We have this deep need to be heard. And when that need jams up, it goes to what's called your tragic flaw. And your tragic flaw is to sabotage yourself. Let me show you Susan Batson's book. As you know, Susan Batson is my mentor acting teacher. And this is her book called Truth. And if you can order it on Amazon, it's really inexpensive and great. Personas, needs, and flaws in the art of building actors and creating characters. So it goes through need and really talks about tragic flaw. And so you guys, all you need is courage. Just like the lion in Wizard of Oz. All you need is courage. We just have to go through it, not around it. So we're going to do this. Now, Riley says, yes. So thank you, Riley, for letting me share that story. I know you had permission before, but it's so special that you're helping. So she says, I had nerve damage and no one taught me how to rehab the support muscles. So doing it with me, Mary, healed the damage. So, they know how to maybe do the surgery, but they don't quite know how to make it art, how to, wouldn't it be crazy that breathing for singing is actually, and supporting for singing is actually how the body works. The way I teach it is exactly how the body works. I'm not teaching you anything different. There are other techniques out there that are the opposite of how the body works. And I'm not too happy with those techniques because I think they hurt us. But these techniques, and they're not mine, they're mine that I learned. I'm standing on the shoulders of Phyllis Curtin and Joan Heller, but I want to pass it on to you guys. And so you can really use it in your lives. Yeah. Yep. Enrico has a really high, he did high notes with me that one day. I did one workshop with him. He was so talented, but he understands this. And we're going to do these high notes right now. Okay. So what did Ronili say? I think that as vocal cords are muscles, we need to train them, just like our muscles are sore after exercise if we're not fit. Now, I don't think you're wrong, Ronili, because they are muscles. The only thing I want to really give you a heads up on is that when I think about muscles and training them, I think about thinking about the muscle. We do not want to think about our vocal cords. Also, the diaphragm is a muscle. We don't want to think about the diaphragm because it's involuntary. Our vocal cords are basically involuntary as well. So just be extra careful how you use that term. It's true, they're a muscle. Absolutely. You are 100% right. But we want to train the elements: breath, support, connecting to vibration. This to vibration, not train my vocal cords so they can do this. No, breath, support, vibration. Okay, excellent. Got it. Good, honey. Because you're not wrong. That's the thing. We just got to get clearer. We all get confused. Okay, so let's do. How are we doing on time? Oh my God, it's like I might have to go over. This is too much. Okay, so we're just going to do a couple lip trills. S, S. Now let's see if we can go up a full octave. We'll start here. Good. Men, you guys have low voices, so you can sing it an octave lower, JV and Rick. Okay, here we go. Now, just because we want to use our fourth wall when we sing, you're going to have that imaginary fourth wall in front of you. Put the person who you'd love to see today. Let's just put that person who you'd love to see today. Maybe your best friend, your mom, your dad, your brothers, your troops, or you don't want to see family. No, I want to see my fairy godmother. You can even put Tinkerbell there. Whoever you want to see today. S. We're going to go away from them and come back to them. S. Breathe. S. Good. Let's use our hands like this. Remember that this is leading the tone. Don't push with your lips. It's not. Oh, it's 12 midnight where you are. Okay, Bea, wonderful, honey. Yeah, come back on and we'll do this again. You can do it with a video. I have a feeling we may repeat more, add on to this next week because I've got lots of songs to sing. So we're going to do this again next week. But I'm so proud of you. Forget the neighbors. It's only for a minute. Okay, here we go. Here goes. C to C. S. S. We're still not quite in the sopranos high notes, okay? We've got another octave to go. So let's go quickly. S. New breath. S. Now notice this higher note is going to start feeling tight. It's a tight space up there. We're not opening up to, doesn't work. Doesn't even work. If I try really to push it, then I hurt my throat and it doesn't work. Here we go. Lynn, I know you can do this. S. S. Yes. S. Do it for me. Good. S. S. Good. One more. Woohoo! You got the high C. We're just because of time, we're not going to go up to Riley's high G. But wow, excellent. Any feedback for me? The girl in 3G. Oh, you're so cute. I love that, JB. He's like that song that's so cute. Yeah, singing for your neighbors. I love it. I always put out good energy. They all love the music. They all love the music. You got it, Lynn. Whoa, so thrilled for you. This is excellent. Any other feedback? So proud of you guys. So remember, belly button moving in is leading the tone. Felt great, Emma Fox. Woo, that's fantastic. Shahrazad, Holy Mother of God, that was a high C. See, I don't even like telling you what it is because you don't even know. Do you see how easy it is? I know we're just doing lip trills, but if you can do a lip trill, that means you can sing it. Take some practice and blah, blah, blah. But we're just honing your instrument right now. This is stunning. Got it, Ronili. I'm so thrilled, honey. I think I managed to get the high D. Of course you did, Christina. You've got you're a belter and a soprano. It's wackadoodle. So good. How are my men doing? Did you get to some, you shouldn't have necessarily with your range done a high C, but I bet you got the G. I bet you got about a fourth of that. Ease you into it. Yeah, this is a great warm-up of if you like the lip trill. If it's not your favorite, it's hard to do. Everybody has different structures, so it might not be your favorite. Then you can do the mime mas and other exercises. But if you love this exercise, keep it in your back pocket. Do it every day. Do it unless you're really on vocal rest or something. But it's one of those to ease you into your warm-up. You did okay, Jamie. Oh, you told me right before we started, and I answered you. You said, Mary, I'm not going to get high notes. And you sent me that gorgeous fame. Your voice was so low and front and gorgeous because you have your support and because you understand where your resonance lives in the front passage, JV. You were able to go higher with that information. I'm freaking out. It's just so awesome. Okay, so yay, Isabel. Excellent. I know, Emma, you're one of those people that I want you to always have the lip trills in your back pocket. Just one quick little story about Simone, who is Nina Simone's daughter. Oh, I had the incredible honor to be her teacher when in her contract when she was on Broadway playing the title role in Aida. She was she was Aida in Elton John's big musical. And so I would come in to warm her up before her shows, not every day, but many days during the week. And one day when I saw her, she goes, "Mary, I just do the lip trill and go on stage." It's because she was doing, I think she had a matinee person doing maybe 1 or 2 shows. So she was doing a minimum of 6 shows a week. And she was so warmed up. This is another issue about being warmed up. You know, you don't necessarily have to do a huge warm up when somebody's doing 8 shows a week or 6 shows a week and also rehearsals, that kind of stuff. So it's really, really, so she'd say, "Mary, I just do," and I go on stage. And I was proud of her because she wasn't doing what we call leaving your voice in the rehearsal room, in the practice room, but it got her connected right away. That's why I really want to put into your protocol of your morning routine of brushing your teeth and putting on your makeup and brushing your hair to doing a few S's in the mirror, then connecting it to your voice, mi me ma, and then maybe doing some lip trills, or. Okay, so before we go, we're going to do one song. Yeah, Barbara, you use it to warm up. Awesome. Good, honey. I'm so glad. This is excellent that your voice, and you know, Barbara's like the best belter in the world. We're going to be doing a little bit of belting and soprano, and I have to describe and explain all that. Not today. We're just going to keep going. Whatever your, what I call home base voice, like Barbara's a belter, that's her home base. Emma Puscolau, her home base is a classical soprano. So just sing in your home base, whatever that is right now. Okay. All right. So, you know, when you sing Happy Birthday in a big group, and you know, when it gets to the octave, happy birthday, dear Barbara, because Barbara just said hello. So I'm saying happy birthday, even though it's not your birthday. And you know how everybody goes off pitch there? So why do you think they go off pitch? One is they're not, maybe they've never studied singing. That's cool. That's not against the law. You can just enjoy singing and just do it. I'm for that. That's cool. But even if you're a beginner, or if you're somebody who has a problem hearing the right pitches or not able to, if you understood the physics of the high notes, of the higher floor and smaller space, you're going to get it. So Emma, you're not supposed to be restricted. Let me just get this. I don't know why your message didn't go through, Emma. I'm sorry. Let me just make sure. Okay. Write again, Emma, because I didn't see your note. They can't hit the high notes, so the body disengages. Yeah, right, Bea, the body disengages. But they don't know how to engage. No one told them how to engage the body. So they're not sure what to do. They're just trying to blat out a high note. And to this is also that question about screaming high notes. So, oh, she retracted. Okay, good. Oh, no, you can do that. I just got worried because I tried to put in a filter so that we wouldn't get spam. Okay, so we're doing Happy Birthday in kind of a, well, we'll just do the medium key. So take a look at this. So I did the pyramid myself today. So there's the head in the key, and you can see the mouth. This is the floor. Happy birthday to you. So what do? We put the words of happy birthday right around this floor. Now, when we go up to happy, look at the high note of birthday. Oh, it's around the eyes. Oh, and look, there's the pyramid. It's smaller. So let's do that together. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Now, just a quick tip. The R, don't say birthday. We say, it's called the schwa vowel, birthday. Say that to me. birthday, happy birthday. You can even kind of do a little pucker with your lips. Birthday, happy birthday. Or you can be English. You can have an English accent. Happy birthday, or Australian accent. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday. So now we're going to do a couple octaves. We just did the lip trill octave, and we're going to do it on happy birthday. So let's do this. So will you please throw the ball back to me? I'm going to throw it to you. S, breath. Happy 2 floors with the pyramid. Happy birthday. Now it's not happy birthday. No, we got to come back down the floor. This floor, wider. That floor, smaller. Back down. Happy birthday. Little more energy of support on that higher note. Belly button S. I throw it to you. Happy birthday. Throw it to me. Happy birthday. Good. We can do it together. A little bit higher. S. 2 floors, smaller space, more energy of support on the higher note, and throw me the ball. Happy, it's here. Happy birthday. Birthday. Throw it to me. Happy birthday. Good. Smaller again. This is a passaggio note. Some people call it their break. I don't call it break because you're not broken. But this is a tighter space for the passaggio. Belly button, more support. Happy birthday. Give it to me. Happy birthday. One more. Belly button S. Happy birthday. Throw it to me. Happy birthday. Good. Put your best friend in front of you. Let's sing happy birthday to them. We'll just say happy birthday for their name. Just to remember where we are in the front passage. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Here we go. Put your friend there. I'm just reminding you of where it's living on the floors. S. One time. Here we go. Get that octave. We need that octave leap. And happy birthday to you. Breathe. Happy birthday to you. Here comes the support. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Breathe. Happy birthday to you. Woohoo! Okay, this is so good. We've got 2 minutes. I'm so excited. Is it fun, Barbara? These are the kind of exercises in my book. It's it's more than just that. Don't worry, it gets really intricate, but it's so much fun. And this is, you can help teach somebody to sing happy birthday now, because that's, everybody in the world knows it. Tanti auguri. We can do it in your language, Barbara. Okay. So now we're going to do an octave again. And next week we're going to revisit this, but I want to end with, and it's for the ladies. We've got more ladies on than men today, but we're going to have the men's song next week. So maybe you guys can invite all your male friends to come. But join with me, JV and Rick, okay? Because we're just learn the women's song. It's a Puccini, and it's very famous. Okay. I love hearing that. Let me see. You're very excited for your book. Thank you, Emma. I'm so excited. It's coming along. I can't wait to share it. You imagine my birthday. Thank you, honey. My birthday's in November, so when I do my big class here in New York, it's going to be like my birthday, so I'm so excited. Okay, so this is O mio bambino caro. So we're going to, the cool thing, the reason why teachers love teaching songs that are Italian, it's because of the vowels. The vowels are very pure. But again, this is just for our high notes. But we're going to do a little Italian. If you don't know Italian, Doesn't matter. We're going to do it for these beautiful, pure vowels. Because even on pop singing, you've got to have these vowels that are just easily resonant. You can also adjust your vowels to make it more, make it more cool or make it more an accent, whatever you want. But right now we're going to do, what I would call the home base pure vowels. Oh, thank you, Rick. I'm delighted. Now, we're not going to do the real, we're going to do the happy birthday key right now. We're not doing the high. We're going to end with a high. It's 1 o'clock. We got 2 seconds to do this. Okay, this is really low. Say, oh mio bambino caro. Okay, just say it with me. Oh mio bambino caro. Actually, we're just going to do the second one. So we'll say mi piace. Say mi piace. Mi piace. It means I like him. Bello, bello. Say that. Bello, bello. Okay. Oh mio bambino caro, mi piace bello. Okay. For right now, just do la la la. La 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 la. Sing that with me. La 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 la. Let's keep in mind the front passage with the pyramid. La 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 la. Again. La 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 la. One more time. La 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 la. Octave. La la. Now we're going to add the Italian. So try to go real pure. Mi. Say mi. Very vertical. Mi piace. Piace. Bello. 2 L's. So we have to go L. Bello. 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 So this is low. We're doing in the lower happy birthday key. Breath, S. S. Mi piace bello, bello. Good. You kind of got it? Okay, you want to try? Now we're going higher floor. It's going to go smaller. We're just going to do mi piace bello, bello. And what it means is, oh my God, I like him so much. She's talking to her daddy and just telling him how much she wants to marry this guy, and he has to help her, which I'll tell you the plot later. But here we go. You want to try? Mi piace bello, bello. How you doing, Lynn? You getting it? Now, ladies, it might go into your head voice. That's fine. Let it be smaller and sparklier. Guys, it's going to be a tighter space for you. So don't think open, think tighter space. Ladies, we think sparkle. Guys, you just think tighter space. Here we go. S. S. Mi piace bello, bello. So here we go. Bello. Try that. Bello. Again, octave. Bello. Another octave. Bello. Again. Bello. Octave. Bello. Energy. Bello. Sparkle, ladies. Guys, it's going to be tight. Bello. That's for the men. For the ladies. Bello. S. Bello. Again. Bello. Beautiful. Again, here comes head voice. Lots of sparkle. Guys, it's tighter space. Bello. One more. S. S. Woo. It's like this little sparkly space up there. Bello. 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 Mi piace bello. Bello. Okay, let's do the whole verse. Here it comes. See your daddy on the fourth wall, whoever is a good father figure, and think of the person that you have a mad crush on or you're totally in love with. And if you don't have anybody, just think of your Prince Charming, your Princess Charming, your non-binary Charming, whoever you want to think of. I'm there with you. Here we go. Okay. S. S. Breath. Mi piace bello. One last time. And if it's new for you, don't worry. You have to sing high notes. You got to try to sing high notes. One last time. Puccini, S, S, breath, and follow through here. Mi piace bello, bello. Victory! I can't stay to an hour. It's impossible. I love being with you guys too much. You were getting those high notes, Lynn. I am so proud of you. Oh my God, to think that you never knew you could be a soprano. Emma, I want to hear your video. You better be sending me that. I bet it's so gorgeous. Oh, I'm so happy, Emma. This has been such a great day. Any last questions? I'm trying to keep these an hour because I know you guys have lots to do, but this is so fun. And I think what we should do is to do a little spin-off next week. I want to do Vincero from Puccini Turandot for the men. Oh, sweet kisses and languid caresses. Oh, dolce baci. Good. Well, it's, oh, my beloved. When I was in college, I did this with the English translation. It was hilarious. Oh, my beloved daddy. I love him. Yes, I do. Okay, but it's much more beautiful in the Italian. Yeah, oh, I love it. So JV's saying, I taught him to do Broadway in the pandemic. Now we're learning Italian and some Puccini. Well, my roots are really classical. My teachers were just the best classical teachers ever. So thank you, Lillian. I'm so happy you're here. Oh, grazie, Barbara. How did it feel? Did it feel good? So Turandot is Nessun Dorma. I worked with Michael Bolton on Nessun Dorma. He's been singing it since he sang it with Puccini long ago, but such a great aria and so fun to work on. Thank you, Megan Smith. I'm delighted. It's really fun for me. Puccini is the best. How do we make sure the double L is right? You just practice and we'll go. So just do it more from speaking, just bello, just not bello, 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 bello. For a while, you can do it a little too much, and then we can inch it back. I don't like it when the singers don't do it right. You know, it's really an important thing. So just over exaggerate for now. We can always pull it back. Okay? Yay. All right. Any other questions? Double. There you go. I kind of started on the low, actually. That's what I do. I don't know. I think it's important. Oh, thank you, Isabel, all the way from Spain. I'm just so thrilled you're here, honey. This community is great. Please come join the Setrakianators. And hopefully when my book comes out, we can spread the word. I'm just so thrilled. You feel energized, Shahrazad. This is fantastic. When we get to do the breathing and go through it, when we say, okay, anxiety, come along with me. Here we go. Then we sing through it and it clears and it turns into beautiful energy. And you guys are just such beautiful souls. Yeah, you're right, Barbara. It's not Italian if we don't have those double consonances when they're written. So, well, thank you, darling Isabel. That is so cool. Thank you, Ronili. This was really cool. Would you guys like to revisit this and go on to a little more repertoire next week? And then we can move on to do some of the emotional side. Laura Brannigan was so special, Rick. That's so cool. Grazie a te, fantastica Barbara. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, Christina, awesome. Yeah, we can do a little more of this aria. We can revisit Happy Birthday. We can go on into a little Vincero, and I'll have a couple other things up my sleeve as well. My pleasure, Lynn. Thank you for being here. I'm just so happy you're here every week. It's so good. So please be sure to, if you want, just spread the word. As you know, I just do my little Instagram and YouTube and love having you guys here. And it's so much fun. Okay, I hate saying goodbye. It's like I always say goodbye and then it goes on for another 10 minutes. All right. So heart. See you next week. I think, what should we call it? Continuing the high notes? We'll just call it continuing the high notes. Also, I'll do some opera next week, but I might have a little, high note belting for the ladies. So, and men, you can't belt, meaning it's not a different sound. You have falsetto, so we'll add a little falsetto for the men. Men, you have chest voice, but I call it a fuller voice. You're not a belter. Women, we have belting, and it changes completely with soprano. Men, your voice stays the same. You can do stylings with pop, but then you have falsetto. You can be a woman's voice. It has a whole different change. So we'll do a little bit of both of that next week. The high notes for soprano, also the high notes for belting. Okay, for the ladies. All right. Lots of love, you guys. Woo! So thrilled. Bye for now. Mwah. See you next week. How about mezzo? Okay, quick question. A mezzo is a mezzo. A mezzo just means you have a timbre that's different. A mezzo should be able to go up even to B flat, C. So a mezzo can do the same work. Sorry, I got to keep finishing questions. Oh, thank you, Shahrazad. It's so cool that you're here from so far away. This is great. Oh, it's my pleasure, Rick. Thank you. Okay, so see you guys next week. Ciao. Lots of love to all of you. Have a wonderful week. Come join the Setrakian and send me a video if you want on direct message on my Instagram, and I will get back to you. Okay, bye for now.